So I like to tell people about where I volunteer, the VMFA, and a lot of people don't know about it. So most people are like, "Oh, cool." One lady had tears in her eyes. She said, "I took my grandson. It was wonderful. He's 15, and I didn't know what to do with him." But one lady was standing in line, and she came up and she was like, "I take my kids there all the time. I know Picasso." And I was like, "Okay, well, good." I said, "Well, have you been to the Blackfriar Theater?" And I wrote that down. But she called into the main store and she was complaining about me. So my manager said, "I don't want you to get fired because you talked about that." I said, "Talked about art?" I said, and I told her about an old boyfriend, a friend of mine, won't say who it is. We got a big bucket of popcorn. He had a lot. His parents had a lot of money, and he took a piece of popcorn and he stuck it up his nose and he put it in the bucket. I said, "That's just what that lady did." Ruined it for all of us to talk about art, and but we do anyway. Just not the VMFA. That's okay. There's a lot of things we can talk about, just not that. And yeah, another artist came in, a pottery guy, and we talked about other things, just not that. I came up with this to kind of, when I came up, I thought, "Oh, this will impress Kent." And, my idea for my school. And I just, I wanted to have him love me. I wanted to think of smart things to do. Because, you want to please your partner. Then he died. So now, I want to be able to educate my kids. And also, I want to have a friend, a partner that enjoys my work, that what I do, and enjoys having conversation and doing activities around it and things like that. That would be important to me. But yeah, and then a lady came in. Yeah, it's just silly. I think there's a pet store that was in Carytown, and we used to go in there, Charm, and they had an Afghan, which I love Afghans. They just are really outrageously impossible to groom all the time for me. And we used to love to go see this dog. Its name was Darcy, out of Jane Austen, and great dog. And I used to love to go in that store to see that dog. And I went in there one day, and the owner, an older man, was there. I said, "Where's Darcy?" He said, "Well, customer complained, so we can't bring Darcy anymore." And I was like, "Just one customer?" He said, "Yep." Whew. Weird world, That's strange to me. Darcy was always a good dog. I got my dog groomed there one time, and it was a little expensive for me because of being on disability and all that. But anyway, and then they moved out of Carytown. They went to the West End. But yeah, anyway, hanging out on my break.